guys, Tasha here with another video, and today we are going to declutter my books.
If you want to see more gems like this from our high school yearbooks, you better stay until the end because it's about to get real interesting.
So back in the day, I used to have like over 200 books that were just collecting dust in my basement. Some were books that I read and loved and wanted to hold on to, thinking I'd read them again. Other books I was planning to get to but never got to, and then I just had even more books that I thought I should have because they just seemed like good books that you should have to show that you're a well-read person or that you like books. I don't know. So back in 2018, I was able to declutter everything and get everything down to a shelf that sits inside of my closet, which is pretty awesome. But since then, I've read a lot of great books and I've added them to my physical collection, so I thought now would be a good time to just go over everything and see what I really need and what I can let go of, probably give to someone else so they could enjoy it. And also I'm going to go through some of my sentimental items such as my yearbooks and just see what I really need to keep around or what I could preserve through photos, things like that. On top of that, you can look forward to awesome book recommendations along the way because some of these books I have read this past year have been life-changing. Also, my kids were able to declutter their books a few weeks ago, so I'll include footage of that. Lastly, I'll also give you guys some tips along the way about how to keep your physical book collection to a reasonable amount for your lifestyle. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Quick pause. Before we get into the declutter, my name is Tasha, and on this channel I like to talk about minimalism and intentional living with a dose of humor here and there. If that sounds to be of interest to you, I hope you will consider subscribing and helping me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, June 26th. Alright, without further ado, here we go. Alright, let's start first with the kiddos. We have a bookshelf in our hallway that is kind of like their communal book storage, and it's worked really well thus far. This helps to prevent their rooms from getting overrun by books, and they can switch out the books in their room as they see fit. As you can tell though, it's time for a declutter.
Donate.
Donate? Here, put it in your donate pile. Keep? Here. To declutter this space, I basically asked them whether to donate or keep certain books, and we made piles accordingly. Some books that William wanted to donate, Harper actually wanted to keep because she's old enough to read them now. So those books aren't leaving our house just yet. I haven't bought books for them in quite a while because we borrow at least 10 books a week from the library. So they are still able to get their fill of new books, and this way our house stays decluttered. The kids did great, and now our shelf looks a lot better. Alright, so we'll see if I'm going to do a voiceover or not, but for now I'll talk through it and then you'll see how the video goes. Anything that I'm not gonna keep, I'm just gonna like throw off camera this way. Anything I'm keeping is gonna kind of stay over here. Alright, this book is called The 4 Agreements. There's just a whole bunch of limiting beliefs that we have in our own lives that prevent us from reaching our full potential. It's so simply written, but it's so easy to follow, and it's like, duh, like why am I thinking this way? Like I shouldn't be. I'm limiting myself, and the amount of like love and understanding that I can spread to others, which will in turn help me to be a better person. Yeah, this is a really good book. I have to keep this because I'm reading it again. The Oxygen Advantage by Patrick McKeown. Really good. Brave questions. For me and my husband, we went through a section in here, and it starts off with easy questions that we answer together, or we ask each other, and then by the end of the section we were crying and sobbing because we came to all of these realizations. I'm gonna keep that. That was a good one. The Yes Brain is really good. Gonna keep that too. I don't think we're gonna get rid of any books today. I don't know. How to Make Disease Disappear. This is really good. This is by Dr. Rangan Chatterjee. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm gonna keep this. All these books I'll link below in case any of them are of interest to you. The one thing, one of the books that changed my life the most in the last 3 years is just being able to focus your attention on one thing. Like when you wake up in the morning, deciding what's the one thing I can do today that would make the rest of my day better. So if there's something you're interested in, a skill you want to improve, try making it the first thing you do each day, and then those improvements will permeate to other aspects of your life, and then your life will just be awesomer than it already was. I don't know, that's just how I felt. I lost the book cover, but this is a domino. It's a domino effect because it falls, right? You have like one little domino, but then it can knock down another domino that is 50% bigger until you get to like a really big domino, which is like as big as a mountain. It basically goes hand in hand with this book, The Compound Effect. These guys are keepers. These are why I'm actually having time to film a YouTube channel. Whereas before I felt like I had no time because I was focusing on too many things. The one thing, you got focus on the one thing, and then you'll get better at focusing on really what is important to you, what really matters in your life. Tao Te Ching, the Book of the Way. This is really good. Like, I like reading this before bed, like reading a passage. There's different like one-page passages, just getting you thinking like deeply about life and in different ways that you might have not thought about. It talks about perfectionism, true freedom, power, knowing yourself. Go and keep that. The Meditations, Marcus Aurelius, so good. It's also the same format. It's like little passages that you could just read each night and think upon. The Manual, Epictetus, also very good. Same format as the other ones I talked about. Can I read you like a very short one? This is a good one, number 8. Do not wish that all things will go well with you, but that you will go well with all things. Is that not good? If things go wrong in your life, rather than like dwelling on that, just go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens. We can't control everything. All right, I'm supposed to be decluttering, not reading. I'm sorry.
Okay, finally we're getting rid of some books. A bunch of these were great for certain parts of my life, but I gained all the knowledge I needed from them and don't need to refer to them in the future. I'm gonna keep How Not to Die. It's a great book about how plant-based diets can help prevent chronic diseases, anything from diabetes to kidney disease to various cancers.
Dare to repair your car. I have never repaired my car. Cracking the GRE 2020 edition. Yeah, you know when you started pandemic and you were trying to figure out what to do with your life because you had no more job anymore, so you were like, maybe I need to go back to school and maybe I need to take the GRE test. So that's what this is from. Instead, I started a YouTube channel. So if you have trouble deciding whether to declutter a book, ask yourself the following question. Did I read it? Yes. Okay. Do I see myself reading it again? Yes. Okay, then keep it. If you don't see yourself reading it again though, pass it along to someone else who would enjoy it. If there's a book you haven't finished or haven't yet started, give yourself a certain time limit to see if you can get to it, and if not, maybe it's time to let it go. Start with why. I need to figure out why I can't finish this book, but I'm going to give it 3 months. The Align method just talks about how we need to get more in touch with how we move. You ever hear the saying, move it or lose it? If you don't move your hips enough when you're younger, when you get older, you're not going to be able to move them anymore. But I know a lot of people for who this is the case, and it's sad. And I was like, how can I prevent that? Well, apparently just in your everyday life, you can just configure your house, your rooms, whatever, your furniture to be more conducive to always doing squats and going lower, lower than a chair. This book is why my bed is on the floor. It just helps you to move better, and then when you're older, you'll still move well, and you won't need like a cane or a wheelchair, knock on wood. Alright, decided to get rid of a few more books, and now it's time to move on to the yearbooks. Yearbooks from high school. Look at me, I was like so artistic. Look at this. I do look at this book like every once a year maybe and just read through all the things. I was not popular. I was very awkward. This is my graduating year. I'm definitely gonna keep this. If any of my high school friends are watching, hi. I have a YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
For my underclassmen yearbooks, I decided that I would go through and take pictures of the pages that included me and then dispose of the physical books. I'll just keep my graduating yearbook like I said I would earlier.
For my mom's yearbook, she has a few pages that I'll take photos of and some letters that I can laminate. I'm not ready to let go of the physical yearbook yet though. It's pretty cool because it's old, so I will ponder upon it a bit more. For my college yearbook, I'll take a photo of the one page that I'm on and I'll probably tear it out and laminate it, but I don't think I need the heavy yearbook anymore. So basically this is the extent of what I'm keeping, at least as of now. The question is, how do I continue to keep my books to a minimum? Well, I have embraced audiobooks. I love audiobooks, and there's so many ways you can get audiobooks. Like, of course, there's paid through Audible, which I do use a lot, more so when I'm traveling and driving long distances, which I used to do before pandemic. So that's like my number one choice for audiobooks. But I also enjoy getting audiobooks through my library. I actually did a whole video on that. There's a whole bunch of perks from your library that you might not even know about. So if you're interested in that, check out the link. I'll put it right here. But you can get audiobooks, you can get digital magazines, you could get free museum passes, you can just like get a whole bunch of free stuff from your library, maybe even mobile hotspots depending. So that has helped me to really keep my own collection very small, because everything's either on my phone or it's at the library. If you like this video, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, because that helps the algorithm to share my video with more people. Alright, here's to simple and intentional living. Till next time, bye.